The Pacific Asia Travel Association plans its annual Outlook and Economic Forum. It's Thursday at the Prince. Economist Paul Brewbaker, who's going to be one of the speakers at the conference, joins us now. And so we're taking our own look ahead at tourism this year and beyond.
Cool.
Let me start by asking you, what do you think it'll take economically for Japan to find Hawaii affordable again?
Well, to get back to where we're a bargain for Japanese, you'll have to get the exchange rate to move, and that awaits Federal Reserve monetary policy switch to a normalization and lowering of interest rates. So that'll happen over the next year or two or three.
Now, see, that's interesting because I've talked to people who have it in their head that the minute the Fed does even 1/4 point cut in interest rates, that everything will be fine again, and it won't be that fast, will it?
So yes and no. I mean, the Fed is going to approach this at a measured pace, as they like to say. So
Right.
Probably at first gradually, just to make sure the inflation remains abated. But the bond market's ready to go now, and it could be that currency traders, don't want to be the last guy to bust a move. So it's possible that the yen could move faster than implied by the term structure of interest rates based on expectations of the Fed following through. That's a possibility.
How much of this is also true for Australians? Because since the Australian dollar's also been really weak.
I think it's all about the interest rate differential, and the Fed has moved farthest in raising rates among the advanced economies, and so the dollar is as strong as it's ever been. And so reversing that, normalizing the level of interest rates to something lower in the United States and then narrowing that differential is going to be felt across the board, all the major currencies.
Let's talk about Hawaii and Alaska. Do you think the Justice Department is capable of trying to oppose that for any reason?
Well, they're capable of opposing it. The question is, what criteria will be important in reaching that decision? And the tension lies between the contestability, the rivalry between Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines on this route, which will dissipate somewhat if combined, as opposed to the advantages for, say, Hawaii consumers, but also for travelers to Hawaii in general, of a bigger network, right? Most of the major carriers and Alaska Airlines are network carriers, but Hawaiian's a destination carrier. So the question is whether the advantages that come from building a bigger network for consumers are at risk because of the possibility that rivalry won't be as vigorous when you combine the two organizations.
Do we have enough hotel capacity to handle an improvement in the tourism industry?
Yeah, not much. I mean, this is maybe the wrong time to be prohibiting undocumented vacation rentals seeking a pathway to citizenship. I'm just saying, if that's the direction we're headed, then we're going to have a capacity problem. And to be fair, there's a lot of people in Hawaii that want to see tourism smaller. Like, absolutely. Like, your job and income are gone. So that's a big policy debate in Hawaii these days.
Okay, we've touched on just 3 examples of the things that will be coming up at this PATA conference later in the week, and Paul will be there, so if you attend, maybe you'll get a chance to ask him your own question. It's 7:19, and we'll have more Sunrise in a moment.